Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to a special Ultimate Selects of Capcom Beat 'em Up Collection. Tonight will be a playthrough of Captain Commando, an arcade game from many years ago. And
awesome!
Special thanks to VIP channel member Max for being an Ultimate. We hope you enjoy tonight's arcade of Captain Commando. So.
Yeah!
Yeah, and this is also part of the, there's another Capcom collection, Capcom Arcade Classics or something I think it's called, but I like the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection because it actually has a lot of great games on it. Final Fight, it's got Armored Warriors, it's got one of my favorites, Knights of the Round, and Captain Commando, King of Dragons. It's a decent, robust list of, you know, really fun arcade beat 'em ups from the 90s. So we're doing Captain Commando.
Captain Commando has some great Guile-inspired hair. Yep, thank you so much, Max, for being an Ultimate member and keeping the channel on the air. You're breathtaking, Max. And thanks for the super chat last stream.
I don't know if this one has coin-op lives or not, but I gave us 4 lives, so we'll see what happens. Alright, let's give it our best.
If only there was a way to see more of those beat 'em ups, says Max.
Yep.
What is...
And remember, guys and gals, we only have until March 31st to pick up as many members as we can. We're in very big trouble. So if you haven't been a member or your credit card didn't renew, make sure you check out your membership thing before the 11 o'clock on March 31st. We only have 238 members. We really need 300 members to keep the channel afloat. We can take 1 month hit of being below 300 members, but we can't survive it again in April. So we're gonna need, for whatever reason, you know, YouTube's unsubscribing people, people are not renewing their memberships, and it's not gifted membership. We lost about 50 recurring members. Because even without gifted, we were at, like, a certain
Oh, thank you, Jacob Langlet. Send 1 gifted membership.
Thank you, Jacob. Every little bit helps.
Jacob, you're breathtaking. Thank you for the help. Hi, Miss Deanna. Hi, Jacob Langlet. Hi, Max. Hi, Jacob O'Ryan. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's day is going great today. Alright, am I on here yet?
You can hit start.
Ooh, ninja.
You should be able to hit start. Okay. So
wait, why am I first? I'm first player. You want?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, look at what is this, baby? Oh, I'm the mummy.
You're a mummy guy, yeah.
Okay. Cool pick, Max. Wait, what am I? What is happening?
A mummy with knives. You're a mummy with knives.
Why did I should have been the ninja. Oh my gosh. Why? I accidentally, I didn't pick in time. I ended up with this mummy.
Mummy with knives.
Are you my mummy? So I made a song that was a tribute to Rosalina. Because she's out in the new movie.
Yeah.
And I was having Luke listen to it. And I think he enjoyed it. It was sweet and feminine song. But it was with basically what, if you listen to it, it kind of sounds like there's stars shooting in the sky. Right on! Whoa!
Yeah, you can get inside mechs and stuff.
You're in Lex Luthor's mech.
Kind of.
Well, what happened to this office area? What's going on? I have a laser gun. Why am I this? Why did I pick the mummy? Oh my gosh.
That's a good question. Why did you pick?
I
Well,
didn't
there's
mean
no female
to.
character in Captain Commando 1.
I
So.
didn't mean to pick the mummy. I was trying to pick the ninja and I ran out of time. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to pick the ninja or the baby. Oh, if I die, I could probably switch.
Probably.
Captain Commando.
Ow, ow. So Captain Commando you've seen from the Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Oh, wait, this guy has got me. Today in Fortnite, somebody, actually, we were just decimating in Fortnite. Of course, I wasn't, but everyone else was.
Yeah, story of my life. we have very good fans who are very good at Fortnite.
Yeah. And, well, so we have Daffy and Lola Bunny.
Still can't believe those characters are in the game.
Yeah, I know. Well, WB finally getting there.
No, WB is doing stuff so that they can get people.
Oh, I was gonna say Fortnite does what Multiverse don't. I forgot to say that before I started. Because Multiverse didn't really... Because those characters will be in Fortnite forever, and Multiverse won't be. Daffy... Oh, Fortnite does what Multiverse don't. They listen to the fans. Fans love Daffy Duck. They never put Daffy Duck in Multiverse, even though he's a Warner Brothers property. He's one of the most top-rated, like, Warner Brothers characters of all time, and they didn't even put him in Multiverses. He's my favorite. In fact, they even did a Duck Dodgers thing in Fortnite. So Fortnite,
wow.
Yeah, they had Duck Dodgers, like a little rocket on his back for Duck Dodgers, which means that Fortnite listened to their fans. They listen to their fans.
So what costumes did they give Lola?
She has like little shorts, like I don't think they really have like a Space Jam thing. But they have just like little shorts and a t-shirt like she's playing basketball, and they have little tennis shoes on the back of her.
Did they give her only one look, or
she might have more than one look. I don't know. I only showed off the one look. I should have checked on more. But we had some new people subscribe or come in and actually friend us and play. So that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did see Cosmic Guardians comment on there saying that him and Uncle Howdy were decimating the other team, which I would have to agree with that. And Max came by and did a super chat on there, so I was thankful for that. Oh, the mummy is growing on me here. Although I've never seen a mummy wearing bright orange pants.
I mean, it's the 90s.
In the 90s, even mummies dressed cool like this.
I mean, there was a whole show in the 90s called Mummies Alive about mummies that were secretly superheroes, and they came back to life to help the Earth.
Oh, wow.
That was weird.
Look at this guy's crazy hair. This guy looks so 90s.
Oh, I finally died.
Oh.
Oh!
Your character looks pretty cool.
Yeah, when I'm not getting my butt kicked.
I think one of the characters was a baby in a mech.
Yes. There was a baby inside of a mech.
I feel like 90s had a lot of baby stuff. Like, I don't know. It's cool. Somebody at my job, like, mentioned, like, Boss Baby a few days ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know what that is. They said that one of their nephews looks like Boss Baby. It's like, that's a cartoon character, though. How can those people breathe fire?
That's a very good question. Getting our butt kicked too.
No matter how much like video game inspired music I make, all I want to do is actually listen to the actual video game music. Like, I want to listen to NES, Mega Man and stuff. That would be cool to have before our stream. The real... Like, I really think that you and Chris Holland, you actually did really cool covers of those music tracks. Honestly, I would love to, it would be cool to kind of intersperse those into, like, with some inspired music. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry that you had I'm sorry that you didn't sleep well.
Huh? Well, I mean, I'm not sleeping well these days. I have a lot of stress.
Sorry.
Not your fault.
Sorry it is.
When I close my eyes, I don't sleep well. I probably had like 3 hours of sleep today. Maybe.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I can do another Fortnite stream. I could do Hercules and you could go back to sleep.
No, because like, this is... Don't really want to talk about it.
Okay, alright then, we'll keep playing Commando. You know who doesn't sleep very much? Mummies.
This month we lost one.
Okay, sweet. But thankfully, like, people like Max are helping us survive, so that's really good. Very thankful. Next month will be better because I will only be working half the month at my restaurant.
I know. I'm beating up ninjas right now.
But also, I'll have to spend that time packing. Those are samurai.
Next month, April, I start the Lego Batman Road 2 series, so hopefully that'll get us the next income. Or at least get us back to what we made in February or January. But we're below. I think we're only below 300 though. We're either below $300 or $400.
I'm gonna play as a boss baby next.
You can play as the... I mean, I don't know how continues are gonna work though.
Whoa, I have like a spin attack.
Yep, you have all kinds of moves.
Helicopter. Yeah, and thank you, Jacob Langwood. That helped a lot. But thank you for being so kind and listening to when we were having trouble and giving us a gifted membership. That was very kind of you.
Yeah, gifted memberships help, super chats, super thanks.
Yeah,
Really
like that's a great thing. Like if you guys could only, even just one gifted membership helps out so much. Cause it helps
oh my gosh, I just got cut in half.
Oh, he sliced you in half.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
So which Marvel Capcom games was Captain a Commando in?
Commando was in Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2.
Oh, we're surrounded.
I don't think he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You'd have to ask Max or something, I don't know.
So, I made a lot of Ninja Gaiden inspired music. Oh, I got cut in half. But I don't know why, I just really love Ninja Gaiden music a lot. I obviously can't play the Ninja Gaiden games, they're too hard for me. But I love listening to the music. Luke showed me Ninja Gaiden NES music when I was like 20 something, and I really liked it a lot. Oh, you had it on a CD in your car, I think.
Yeah, I did.
That's why. Okay, baby.
I like Captain.
Wait.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm playing as a ninja. I was gonna play as the baby.
The ninja's actually my favorite character from Captain Commando.
Cut me in half.
Yeah.
Ninja! Why does everyone have crazy colored hair in this?
Because it's the 90s.
In the 90s, only cartoon characters had crazy colored hair. In the 2020s, real people have crazy colored hair.
Yeah.
In the 90s, the video games were extreme. In the 2020s, people have crazy colored hair, but they weren't extreme. In the 90s, like, any character that had crazy colored hair, they would act crazy and cool and fun and over the top. But in the 2020s, people with crazy colored hair act like Karens. And they're just mean.
Yeah. It is true, if you had color hair back in the 90s or the 80s, you kind of acted like an anime character.
Yeah, you'd be like over the top, like, yeah! Look at my hair, I'm awesome! Oh, yeah! And then, like, honestly, like, there's some people, I don't know what is happening, but, like, there were some people that came into my restaurant, like, a week ago or something ago, and I noticed sometimes older ladies, like, there was an older lady, and she had purple hair. Like, an older woman. Like, she definitely looked 70. Her hair was dyed purple.
Wow.
Yeah, and then this happens a few times. Like, there's a few times that people come into a restaurant, like, I'm talking about people in their 40s or 50s with pink hair or green hair. And it is weird to me. It's like, what in the world? Like, what are you thinking? Like, how do you get a job like that when you're older with that color hair?
That's a very good question.
I don't even know how people in my in my no offense, but like, I don't mean to be offensive, but it's like, I don't know how people in my restaurant with tattoos all over their arms and nose rings and stuff even get a job, because back in my day, if you had a tattoo on your arm, they would ask you to cover that up with makeup before your shift. That's what they told us. Like, we weren't allowed to have that. No tattoos, no rings that weren't in your ears. Weird.
Right. Whoops.
How do I get on it?
You jump on it.
Where's the ninja?
You died? You're a mummy again.
How did I get the mummy again? I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! My teenage body is ready!
Oh, you threw them right into me.
Whoops, sorry. Story of your life.
You want to jump on. It won't let you though.
Oh, I walked past it.
Yep, you missed your opportunity to jump on.
Steppity step! Steppity step, step, step! Oh! This guy's some kind of weird freak experiment.
Captain Commando.
Oh. Luke, I died.
Nope, the robot's gone now.
Uh-oh.
Now it's just us against the monster. Ouch. Yeah, there were no female characters in this one that you could play as.
That's
Captain
fine.
Commando 2, I think, had a female character.
Honestly, a lot of games back in the day didn't have any female characters.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. maybe I'm
Usually they
wrong.
had at least one.
And I have to say, there were a lot of movies. Well, I want to say a lot of 80s movies didn't have female characters, but when I really think about it, that's wrong too. Because even Ghostbusters had Sigourney Weaver, who was extremely important.
And Janine.
And Janine. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Janine. She was actually in the movies more than Sigourney Weaver was. Because she was the secretary.
Yeah, she did have a lot of scenes. Now, the first Final Fight game only had 3 guys. And the first Captain Commando game only had 4 guys and a baby. Or, well, 3 guys and a baby.
Baby.
No, they did. It was a baby in a mech suit. Okay. Follow the mad scientist to the seaport. Because you always need a vehicle level.
You know what I find is kind of cool about our audience?
Mm.
They don't mind playing as female characters sometimes. Like, people don't mind playing as Peach or Rosalina when we're playing Mario Party. Because when I was growing up, like, if I was playing Mario Party with my brothers, and they'd be like, oh, if somebody took Mario and Luigi and only Peach was left, my brothers would be really angry. They'd be like, I don't want to play as Peach. She's stupid because she's a girl.
Wow.
Right.
I didn't have that.
That's how I grew up, and that's, I think, part of, I don't know, that kind of like scarred me a little bit. I was like, wow, okay, so I'm stupid because I'm a girl? Thanks. And like, but it's kind of neat that our audience like doesn't think like that, you know? So it's a much different perspective than what I grew up with.
Our audience is made up of men and women, so.
Yeah. Oh, but I mean, there are a lot of guys in our audience that think the female characters are cute to play as.
Of course, I like playing as female characters.
Like, you don't mind playing as like a girl character sometimes, right, Lou?
Nope. Depends on the game.
It depends if the girl character is cool.
But it depends on the game.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a make-it character, sometimes I make my own character, I end up making her like you, or, like, I give her blue hair or something like that.
Well, I mean, people play Tomb Raider, mostly guys.
Yep. Well, Tomb Raider was made for men, though.
Oh. Even though it was a female character.
Well, I mean, she was in a skimpy outfit, and she had, like, she was basically, like, the female version of James Bond, but, like, she was pretty to look at. If you go back and you look at the first Tomb Raider games and, like, the art and the unlockable costumes, it was made for men. Like, that's what the audience was. Now, over time, they changed it so Tomb Raider would appeal more to, like, oh, this is a kick butt female and stuff like that. But they always, up until the early 2000s, she always had costumes that, you know, men who liked watching or looking at Sports Illustrated or something would find appealing. She had bathing suits and all kinds of stuff.
You always like trolling me with Zelda when we play Smash Brothers, so.
Well, Zelda was one of my, she's still one of my favorite game characters. So yeah,
Oh.
I love playing as Zelda. Because I like one of the games where she laughs at you. She's trolly. It's funny.
Yeah. I also find you like playing as what is it, Blaze or something from Streets of Rage?
Yep, Streets of Rage Blaze is my character of choice. Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, wow, Luke doesn't mind playing as a female character. That's interesting. Oh, well, we got a super chat.
Thank you, Miss Deanna, for the help.
Thank you, Miss Deanna. Says the first Mario Party game I played was Mario Party 3. I would always play as Mario since I always played as him in all of his games. If someone got Mario, I would just play as Birdo since she's cool. Thank you, Miss Deanna. You're breathtaking. And Max said, Ginzu transformed into Mac. LOL. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, says Max.
Yeah, he wasn't. Captain Commando was not in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Miss Deanna. That makes sense. So, because you were used to playing as Mario in other Mario games, it made sense because you were used to that character. So that's why you would play as Mario in the Mario Party games. That totally makes sense.
There are very few female characters I don't like in games. There's only a few. Like, I cannot stand the girl from Horizon, like Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
I did not mind her at all
annoying.
in her first game. In her first game, she was fine. Her second game, she's so pretentious and annoying that I just can't stand her.
You know,
I can't stand the main character in Forspoken. I think Forspoken is like one of the most annoying female protagonists that I've ever seen. So I cannot stand her game because her character's insufferable.
You played as all the female superheroes in Marvel Ultimate Alliance, though.
Yep.
Because all of them are really
Because they all had fun personalities. But my favorite character to play in Marvel Ultimate Alliance is probably Storm.
And Storm was so cool.
Because Storm was based on... You have to remember that the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series was part of the X-Men Legends. Well, I mean, it wasn't part of X-Men Legends. It was in the style of X-Men Legends.
Actually, you taught me a lot of what I know about Storm. Because I was like, oh my gosh, she's a cool, you know, female character in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I don't know anything about her. And you were like, you gave me clips about her from the X-Men. We started watching the X-Men animated series. You showed me, like, clips of her saying lightning strike. You told me her entire backstory and, like, how she was, like, worshipped as a goddess, and then Xavier found her, and then at one point she was married to, like, Black Panther and all this stuff, and she had this thing with Wolverine at one point, and, like, all this different stuff, how she was, like, a team leader of the X-Men, and I was like, wow, look, you know everything about Storm. That's what made me a fan of her.
I have, like, more of a casual... Because I don't know everything. Like, the only stuff about Storm I know... You have to continue.
Well,
and
I
you're gonna
mean,
give me
you knew enough to tell me what she was like.
The only stuff that I knew about Storm came from the 70s, 80s, and 90s in the X-Men cartoon show. Like, I did not... After a certain point, I did not follow comic books anymore because, like, I wasn't in a position to really afford comics anymore. Because you have to remember, there was once a time where we had, like, a Barnes & Noble in the mall we worked at. So... we didn't have cell phones. Well, we had cell phones, but you couldn't watch TV on your cell phone.
Yeah.
So
you just call people.
When we would go to break at Sears, there was a Barnes and Noble or a book barn, or I don't remember. It was one of them. So they didn't. It was in the early 2000s or mid 2000s. They didn't lock up the comic books. So the comic books were sitting there on the shelf, and I was already...
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I was already, like, a subscriber to Nightwing, Robin, and Batman books. Like, it came to our house, right?
Yeah.
Like, so I had comic books that, for 20 years, would come to wherever I was living. But it was only certain comics I was interested in, like Nightwing, Robin, Batman, that kind of stuff. Occasionally I would subscribe to Birds of Prey when Gal Simone was writing it and things like that. And, you know, that's how I got a lot of Chuck Dixon stuff, too, is I got it through the mail. But if I wanted to read Marvel stuff, the Marvel books were available at the Barnes & Noble or whatever the other book one. There was 2 book ones that had similar names, and they had similar aesthetics. And they also had a coffee place, like, built in. So that's where I would go to eat my lunch sometimes. So I'd grab a book. I would not buy the book. I'd grab the book and I would read it, and then I would carefully put it back where it was. And then eventually what they started to do, they started to put all the books in plastic.
Yeah.
And obviously I couldn't pay, like, I think it was like $4 an issue back then.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's when I stopped reading comics. It was right around probably 2007.
I remember that Barnes & Noble.
Also, I got really mad because I read the Spider-Man One More Day book in the thing where they got rid of Mary Jane and Peter's marriage by selling it to the devil. So I was like, I was kind of done with Marvel, and I didn't really like. They were saying some pretty nasty stuff about Colossus and Nightcrawler, because like they changed Colossus's thing in Marvel Ultimate books, and Nightcrawler was a very devout Christian, so they had him, you know, struggling with the fact that Colossus was now, you know, a dude that dated guys, and they really...
Yeah, they tried to make, like, tension between them when there was no tension.
They were best friends, and they made, like, all this tension
tried to make them not friends anymore.
Well, they tried to villainize Christians, so this was back during the Ultimate Comics.
Yeah, you know what I was just thinking about? Like, that when I asked you a lot about Jean Grey, though it didn't go as well, because Jean Grey, you tried to explain to me why it was okay that she turned into the Phoenix and went insane. And I didn't like that. That bothered me so much. I didn't like it.
So when comic books was doing that weird stuff, I ended up discovering a lot of, what do you call it? What were those books?
Manga? Or?
No, it wasn't manga. They didn't sell manga at Barnes & Nobles yet. I was trying to... I got into the Star Wars Legends books.
Oh.
So there were Star Wars comic books that they sold Star Wars comic books, plus they sold Marvel and DC stuff. And since I had the DC books coming to my house anyway, like, I stopped reading Marvel around 2007, and I really got invested into the Star Wars comic books. And the Star Wars comic books were really great. I think they were done by IDW at the time. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
But on my break, instead of reading Marvel comic books, I ended up becoming a big fan of Star Wars comics. Because I grew up reading Star Wars novels as a kid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I never really touched the comic books until, like, around 2007, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still had things to read at my, on my break.
That was such a cool mall.
It was a cool mall.
Honestly, I think, like, some of that mall made us who we are. Like, it was our formative years.
I mean, well, we had an arcade there that we could hang out with. The food court was pretty awesome. Remember to hit start, honey. There you go. So we had that, and then it's funny is, the craziest thing for me is, the mall that I grew up going to, or the second mall that I ended up growing up to, the one in Albany. Albany's not that far away from where we're going to be living.
Yeah.
Like, it's at least like an hour or 2 away. Something like that.
Oh, I think that's the mall we got the Wii at.
Yes.
Oh, so I know that mall. I've been there.
Yep. The mall where we got the Wii in 2006 is where we're going to be living, in that woodsy area. You know, so it feels like it came, because when we first got married and we were in school, we were like, we're gonna live here someday because we really like the area and all this other stuff.
Be careful. They say that your word. Some people say, like, your word is your wand. Like, what you say out loud is gonna happen.
I guess, yeah.
It's like, it's weird that it actually is happening.
It took 20 years, but yeah.
Well, like, people say that, like, if you say, like, I think today's gonna be a good day, then today will be a good day. But if you say, like, oh, I don't think today's gonna go well, then everything will start going bad, because it's your mind, your perspective. How you think of life will actually change what happens. Like it is your attitude at life will change how what will happen.
You notice how many like 90s arcade beat 'em ups end in space? After the Ninja Turtles game, like there's just so many games that you end up going to space for no reason whatsoever other than space is like the ultimate thing.
Maybe because in the 80s we just thought we would all everything was the future.
Well, there was a lot of space stuff in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean there was computers, space was the next thing. Made sense.
Whenever you fought a final boss in most video games in the 80s and 90s, it always ended up being in space.
Yeah. So many. I thought there was a lot of like cat. I thought that's where those cats in space came from the 80s. Like like they always have T-shirts with you have cats with space in space. Maybe that's just something.
I mean, the ultimate cats in space was Thundercats.
Oh. Oh, they have a lot of T-shirts that you can buy that have little kittens in space. With like laser eyes and stuff. Oh, weird. I think I got you a cat in space t-shirt.
I had a cat in space t-shirt. Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah. No, I've never, truthfully, I've never been able to really get into manga. I like watching anime, but like manga, you have to read it differently. Like the way that we read is left to right.
Yeah.
Manga is backwards. The books start reverse. So for a dyslexic, it was very confusing. Some people did buy me manga, and I have some, but I don't. I understand the appeal of it, but I just like watching the anime. I prefer where the stories are done like
get frustrating.
like that.
When you're not used to it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's hard for me to do manga. What I like about manga, though, if I was a manga reader, is it's very easy to follow a show. And most of the shows that I watch as anime, they don't get other seasons, so if I want to know what happens to the characters, then I have to go and get the manga, or I have to read what's known as an LN, a light novel. A light novel doesn't have pictures, it's a novel. In fact, you'd be surprised to know how many anime are actually just light novels, and they create the character designs are created for the light novel, obviously to go on the cover of the book, but for the most part it's everything that they're doing is based on somebody's writing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. So even SAO was a light novel.
Oh
yeah.
You mean like a lot of stuff that anime characters do, like someone writes out everything that happened first?
Yup. And then what happens is, if a light novel is popular enough, it'll become a manga. And if it's super popular, it'll become an anime. So manga is basically comic book with pictures. It's basically what manga is. But light novels, there's so many series that you have watched with me that were actually, in Japan, they were light novels first.
Oh, wow.
And SAO was one of them.
I thought Transformers had a really popular IDW comic.
Yes, they did.
That's what we had to look up the IDW comics for that one Transformers game we played that had all those different Transformers.
War for Cybertron?
Maybe that's what it was. I thought it was that one game that was like, I can't remember what it was called. Dynasty Warriors Transformers.
There was never a Dynasty Warriors Transformers game. You're thinking there was Dynasty Warriors Gundam.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. Oh, darn, I got confused.
But we did do a lot of research for the Transformers because we did the War for Cybertron
that's
series.
What you were thinking of. Yeah, War for Cybertron.
But the one Gundam,
I got confused.
the Dynasty Warriors Gundam that you played, we did a lot of research and watched a lot of shows together. Because we had time to do that.
Right, that was when we had extra time.
Yeah, so like we would make a video, the video would get at least like 20,000 views, so we'd have time to research the anime and all kinds. Yeah.
All kinds of information.
We also had time too to practice the games before we did the Let's Plays. We don't have time to practice. Everything is live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Yeah.
What? We're fighting a ninja that's my.
We're
my
fighting
clone.
a dude who's like able to change his
Who's
appearance.
able to shapeshift.
Yeah, shape-shifting guy. Last stage! Careful, Amber, the game started again.
Hello, people of the chat. Hope you guys are doing great. Hi, hi Tim. Hi, Miss Deanna. Hi, Commander Rex. Hi,
Hey Max, it looks like we're
Max.
gonna clear your game.
Hi, Claude. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, I used to... Arcade games have always been like one of my favorites. So, the big arcade game that we're playing next month is He-Man.
This is a cool game, honestly. This is the kind of game I would design.
Like, I would design an arcade
Like
game.
a ninja in space with a baby, and this is a cool game. Like, this is a cool concept. Like, I don't even think this makes any sense. Like, why is there a ballroom magically here? This game is so random. It's just some random stuff. Why are these people here?
I think we're on
It's completely random.
I think we're on a cruise ship or something like that.
In
or
space? This is a cruise ship in space.
This could be a reference to Total Recall, that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with people living on a planet.
Yeah, maybe
Like
it is like Total Recall.
It could be.
These people could be living here.
You have to remember that anime and manga... Oh, speaking of that, one of your favorite characters is coming to Fatal Fury.
Oh.
They announced that Kenshiro...
Oh.
Yeah, from Fist of the North Star is going to be a guest character. Yep, you're already dead. Yep. So...
I remember the Kenshiro boxing game. That was really fun.
There was a Kenshiro boxing game, and then there was that Kenshiro Wii U game. Oh. Sorry guys, Linky's gotta get downstairs. No, he's such a good boy. Whenever you feel like it, buddy. Yeah, he can.
Being a good boy is that you have more freedom.
Yeah, when you're a good boy, you have more freedom. Exactly.
Luke, do you like Inuyasha, says Claude.
Did I watch?
Luke likes Inuyasha.
I did like Inuyasha. I did. There was an Inuyasha game that I had that was pretty fun, but I can't remember what. I think that was a PlayStation 1 game. A long time ago. But you have to remember that back in the day, a lot of animes didn't, like, nowadays they get to the point of an anime a lot faster. Like back in the day, we had so much filler that it would take longer for the manga people to write the stories. So you would have like several years of anime specific filler for a show like Inuyasha or Yu Yu Hakusho or whatever. So some of the anime filler I didn't like because it didn't make any sense in the long term of things. And I guess it was like around 2010, they really stopped doing a lot of anime fillers in shows. Like, they would only be like, okay, we're only going to do the source material. And that's why animes went from being like 50 episodes a series for a successful series to 26 episodes. Is because they got rid of like the 40 episodes, or the other 20-something additional episodes, 25 episodes that had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah, like the filler slice of life.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, anime had so much stuff to it that, like, you know, it was so that they could keep it on the air longer while the developer, the manga artist or whatever, was making more manga. So they didn't have to do... Because nowadays what happens is, if you sometimes have to wait years for another season of your favorite show. Like, case in point, there was a show I really liked called Trapped in a Dating Sim about this guy who ends up going to a world where females are in power, and he's just like, you know, he has the role of... the roles are reversed. Like, in order for him to have a good life, he has to marry somebody wealthy, so he has to marry a wealthy heiress and all this other stuff. He has to learn how to be a good butler and how to balance the budget, and he doesn't have to get a job, only the wife can get the job. So he's trapped in the dating sim, and he's just a background character. And I really enjoyed the anime. They added mech suits, they had sci-fi elements, they had fantasy elements, they had romance, they had rom-com. It was fantastic. It came out during the pandemic. I loved it, right? And then it disappeared for like 3 or 4 years. And then out of the blue, randomly, they said, hey, Trapped in a Dating Sim, the 2nd season starts this April. And I'm like, what? You know, so it's going to be starting up like in a couple weeks. But it's already been like 2 or 3 years since the show aired.
Yeah.
Whereas before,
wow.
if a popular anime is popular, then they'll make, you know, specific stuff just for that anime. They'll make like anime-only content.
Yeah.
That way they can keep the show on the air. But what happens is the shows end up being like taken off the air for a while. If they're really good, they end up in reruns. But that's what anime filler was, is, you know.
Yeah, to extend the anime, to have more episodes.
To extend the show on the air so the popularity persists. But now a show, unless it's something super popular like Demon Slayer or Naruto or whatever, they'll constantly have like episodes of reruns for like things like what was that show called? Fairy Tail? Yeah, Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
And Fairy Tail and Naruto both existed at a time where there was anime-specific filler, but they don't they don't do a lot of anime-specific filler anymore. If they do a lot of anime filler, what they'll do is they'll do like 1 or 2 episodes as opposed to like 20. Good job, Amber. You beat Captain Commando.
We did it.
You did. Alright, guys, with that, another Let's Play is complete.
Oh, Capcom.
Yep, mission accomplished.
And Max was saying, oh, Donnie, when we said Conchiro, and then he says, I knew Conchiro was coming. I just wanted to use that emoji. Your little Donnie emoji.
Yep, so Conchiro is coming to City of the Wolves. Because he's like the ultimate dude.
Wait, how do I go on to the next one? Oh.
I'm just gonna go with my nickname. And...
Wait, why does it say Ed RB?
It says Amb. Your name is Amb. You were trying to go Y?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it only gives you...
There we go.
Amb.
Amb.
We did pretty good. Alright guys, so, Max, if you're cool with it, I'm gonna get the mystery stream set up. And, get some chores done and some other things. With beat 'em up games are not very long. They're about 45 minutes to an hour long. That's what I love beat 'em ups, is beat 'em ups are not, they're not that long, you know? You get to play, you get to hang out, go through a series of adventures and stuff like that.
Max says, mission accomplished.
Yeah. So Max, what is your VIP stream for April? In fact, you can even let us know in the comments what your VIP stream for April is.
I got made fun of when I played female characters as a kid. Glad my friends grew up though, says Jay Haas. Richard says, my favorite character in Ultimate Alliance is Wolverine, says Richard. Yeah, Miss Tiana calls us Mr. Luke and Miss Amber because we're older. We're older. Even though you guys are adults, Miss Tiana actually knows that we're like way older than a lot of the people that are watching.
We're older than most YouTube partners.
Like, we're older than a lot of people. Like, even if you guys are in your early 30s, we're...
older than you.
We're older than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's just a nice thing that Miss Tiana does.
Just being respectful. See the baby?
We appreciate... Because a lot of people, like, Miss Tiana noticed that a lot of people, like, would just talk to me, like, hey, girl, can you play with me? Because, you know, and you died on this level and you need to help me out. Like, people would talk to me like I was a teenager a lot. Miss Tiana noticed that I was older, so she was very sweet doing that. She was just trying to be nice to us.
Very kind and considerate. And we appreciate that. We like when, you know, it's very nice. I don't have a problem with people calling me Mr. Luke or Kwing or whatever. I prefer Kwing because that's my online identity. But Everybody give it up for Max. Thank you, Max, for the ultimate. Next up, guys, is the mystery stream. So please support the mystery stream. The more people that we have on the mystery stream, the more successful the mystery stream will be. And if you guys want to help out the channel, we really need as many members as we can get before March 31st.
Max says, I forgot the name of one game, but I will put it in the comments. Thanks, Max. Hi, Sam's at Poppin'. Hi, Richard. Hi, Miss Deanna. Hi, Claude. Hi, Timmy, Sailor Venus, and Jacob Orion.
Well, Max,
Max, thank you for the stream. Max says Jacob Orion.
If you ever want more arcade games, bear in mind that this collection has King of Dragons, which is amazing. I love that beat 'em up as a kid. Has Final Fight. It has Armored Warriors, and Knights of the Round is my absolute favorite. I love Knights of the Round.
Miss Dana was saying, you guys are like at least a decade older than me.
Yeah, it's true.
We're probably a couple decades older than a lot of people in the chat, if not more than that.
Yep.
What? Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Deanna, and thank you for the gifted membership, Jacob Langley, and thank you for sponsoring the stream, Max.
So you couldn't really see the baby very well, Ambi, but look, this is what the baby looked like.
From the way you guys talk, I noticed you guys were not around my age, because you guys would talk about things that had not existed because I wasn't born yet. That's because Miss Deanna is very observant.
You want to do Knights of the Round in April? Okay, cool.
Oh, I see the baby.
That's what the baby looks like. So, baby.
How can a baby?
Maybe it's a mutant baby. I don't know. Might have been a mutant baby. And then this is what your mummy. The mummy even had the backwards baseball cap, like so 1990. And the ninja kind of looks like a buffed up version.
That
of
actually started in the 80s, though.
What, the backwards baseball
Because
cap?
I was watching the 80s show, The Nanny, and he's about to go play baseball with his son. He's like this wealthy theater producer. He's from England, and he's about to go play baseball with his son. And the nanny takes the baseball cap and she puts it backwards on him, and she goes, "There, now you can be cool." And I was like, "Wow, okay." So the backwards baseball cap thing started in the 80s.
Wait, the nanny started in the 80s?
I thought it was an 80s show.
I thought it was a 90s show.
I don't know. Well, whatever decade it was, that's what the baby.
With the baby.
Peace.
Sign, yeah. You have
or victory, depending on.
This is more of like a Marvel Comics approach to the character design, because that's what American superheroes looked like back in the day. It was like very detailed. No, it was.
That looks like All Might.
Thank you, Silver Sonic, for the gifted membership. Appreciate that, buddy.
Silver Sonic, you're amazing. Thank you. He's a smart baby, says Max. Oh, I gave someone a gifted membership last night, Luke and Amber, says Tim Sonic.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim Sonic. Thank you for the help. And thank you, Super Sonic. Thanks, Jacob Langlet. Thank you, Miss Deanna. And thank you, Max, for sponsoring. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to all the members in the chat now.
The only girl that they had in this, she was a bad guy. She was the girl who, see the weapon that she has? Kind of like a sai. She was like one of the enemies that we fought.
Thanks for all the members in the chat here. Silver Sonic, Miss Deanna, Max, Tim Sonic Boom, Jacob Orion, and all of the members here. Really appreciate you guys and girls. Thanks for your help.
So, Amber.
He's a genius baby, says Miss Deanna.
He is a genius baby.
I did the trial. You can operate. How can the baby operate that machine? And I also did Trial Galaxy since the Super Mario Galaxy. Now I'm pumped for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which basically it was like Super Mario Galaxy 2 with Yoshi. Definitely, Miss Deanna.
So, back in the day, you would do storyboards and different, you would draw the characters in different poses, and that's what would end up in the game. So what you see here, this is the original storyboards, like the key character art from Captain Commando. So this would have been they probably would have started making these designs in like 1989, and then by 1991, at the end of 1991, that's when they released their game in the arcades. So what they did is they did the same approach that with video games that they did for animation, is you would make a series of storyboards with the characters like in different poses, and then you would try to incorporate those poses into the animations of the characters into the video game itself. But everything was written out, like with, you know,
so you,
notebooks and artwork and things like
first,
that. Draw it first and then you made it, yeah.
There's the baby.
Whoops. Yeah, there's the baby again. You can see the little bit more.
You know what I realized? I think the backwards baseball cap is supposed to be like laid back and casual, because if you're trying to be practical, you wear it forwards to keep the sun off your face, but if you're just trying to be cool, you wear it backwards.
I still wear my hat.
Because you don't even care.
Like the 80s or the 90s now. Oh, I can't believe it. The 90s are 30 years ago now. I still wear 90s fashion.
They look so cool, says Miss Deanna.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yep, Jacob got the gifted membership. Awesome. Yep, thanks again, Silver Sonic, and thank you for another super chat, Miss Deanna. And thank you again, Max, and thanks again for that gifted membership last night, Tim. And thanks again, Max, for sponsoring. Unbelievable. Thank you, Max. You picked the best games.
Yep, and Max is going to have us play Knights of the Round next time. So, the characters here, these are the characters that we actually fought. This is original designs for them.
I wish I could draw this well.
I can't draw like this either.
I like how all these characters have an expression and a personality. Like, just by their poses, you can see their personality.
Yep. These are some of the bosses.
They have so much character to them.
Yep.
That guy has crazy hair.
That guy has no hair. I don't even remember character throwing mauve cocktails at us, though, but I guess there was.
Maybe it was an idea that didn't happen in the game.
That guy was in the game.
So many people in jeans. That guy had jeans. There was another character with jeans. So many blue jeans.
There's the other ninjas that we ended up fighting. There. The
red
ninja
ninjas. Wearing all red. There's
That's the boss who was cutting us in half.
Who's that guy? He kind of reminds me of Akuma.
Kind of.
A little bit.
So these were all the...
Ninja.
I didn't realize this was a chick that we were fighting.
Yeah,
that was the boss
like
lady.
A girl.
Well, you can see the heels now.
Well, now you can see it's a girl.
Yeah. I didn't realize. And then we got... This is the end bosses, it looks like. Nice designs, too.
Yep.
There's that weird alien with the Wolverine claws. And that guy there. That was the final boss, I think. The dude with the... Almost looks like demon horns in the back of his head. Very creative.
Like
and there's that scientist guy we fought in the sewer.
Wow.
Yeah. And now they show you detailed stuff. So this is what the original character designs look like. You can see the...
Oh, they're working on the arm and coloring it in.
And look at how detailed the arms were, too, back then. They're like, okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to make them kind of, you know, look like,
got, like
bionic.
Pipes or wires or something.
There's the original sketch. I was fascinated by, like, the development of games, especially the retro games.
There's brilliant.
Here we go. This is what it's telling you about. Here's the storyboards. This is the original storyboard.
What Batman videos are you working on, says Jacob? Thank you for the super chat, Jacob.
I'll be doing Batman lore and stuff once the new game comes out in May.
Yeah, he hasn't started yet because we don't have our other computer.
No, the funds to get the computer that we need to get the 01 channel back. For my birthday. It's the check is late, but somebody gave us a birthday check to get the computer that we need, and then we're gonna have about a month to use the computer here, and then the computer will be used in the new house. Which my parents told me they're at showings right now. So there's 6 places that we're interested in, all in the same area of upstate New York. So
that's very nice of them to help.
Well, I mean, it's hard for us to get up there right now. So here we go, Amber. These are storyboards. This is what it looked like if you were, you know, back in like 1989 and you were working at Capcom. This is the kind of stuff that you would have to work with first before putting these things into the computer. You know, somebody would pitch the idea for you in a
This looks like they're smaller versions of the original drawings, and it's almost like they drew these to look almost exactly like how they'll be in the game.
And it shows you what some of the enemies, how big they wanted the boss guy to appear, the future or something. And here we have like some more,
like different poses of his sword skills.
yeah.
There's a different pose of the ninja.
Just so you know, the ninja was my favorite from Captain Commando.
Why is the baby giving a thumbs up?
Because the thumbs up is, you know, just what it is. Here we have some different poses. It's amazing that they kept a lot of this original artwork, like, you know, after 30 years and stuff like that. But at this point, this game came out in 2018. So, but this is the original stuff. Like, this should be in a video game museum. I think they should have more video game museums because a lot of the early games, like, so much went into them compared to today.
Maybe you could make a video game museum.
Maybe.
Thanks for the super chat, Jacob. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for the super chats. You rock. She kind of looks like Chun-Li. There's the girl that was on the poster
she does
before.
a little bit.
There's that mech thing that we climbed in. And there's that female boss. Oh, I see now. So how she got jacked. She's got like some type of wire in her back that I couldn't really see when we were playing.
Oh,
that explains the muscles and stuff.
Bane.
She's Bane, yeah. She's basically Bane.
Female Bane.
Female Bane. That character was not in the game. That girl. This guy was. And this guy was. The dead samurai. Look at the detail. He has the arrows in his back to show he's dead. Those arrows are, you know, he got skewered.
How is he dead though? He's still standing.
He's supposed to be represent like a ghost samurai.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we had the weird mad scientist guy. There's that boss was trouble. That guy there. I don't know who that guy is. I don't remember fighting him actually. Dude, it looks like Bane Light. That dude I don't remember either. Big dude.
Yep.
Big dude's there. We got that. And then we got some more. This is to scale. They're showing you this is how big the characters will be in the game or something like that. And they're writing out like that. People used to use these type of sheets and stuff, especially in animation and other things. Like it's very common. You don't really see this stuff used anymore. I don't remember what the type of sheet that was called though, but
So it shows like how big they are compared to each other.
Yep. I'm showing some more of that. And then they would use this as a reference when they would create the sprites and stuff like that. Like, okay, so this is what the characters blah 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 blah. And they got some more of that. Whoop. These are all villains still. I think they're showing death animations now. I can't tell. Either that or it's just so old, like the paper is now turning colors.
Yeah.
Because over time, you know, yeah, you can see it's kind of yellowing a little bit. A little bit of yellow there. More storyboards, more like, this is probably character profiles.
It just shows how much art that people have to be able to draw to make a video game.
This is the kind of stuff that I fell in love with, like the classic video game development. 'Cause there was so much to it. Nowadays, everything's done on computers, though.
Yeah.
But this would be like character profiles, telling you what the characters do, how they, you know, what their purpose is in this world.
Yeah.
And now we have arcade flyers. Obviously, we didn't see this because this is Japanese only, but this is how they advertised.
It's weird that the mummy looks purple, but in the game he's pink.
Is he pink in the game? I thought he was kind of like beige.
Oh, maybe he was purpley pink.
Or maybe he always was purple. They designed him to be purple.
Maybe he was like lighter purple in the game.
Oh, so you have the original Japanese, and then you have this is the English marquee.
Oh, wow,
on
his
the
name
bottom.
is Mac the Knife?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Ginzu the Ninja. Baby head.
Victory. Baby has victory.
There you go. Alright, guys and gals, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you had fun. And we also got to see some video game development stuff, too. Alright guys, I will see you on the mystery stream, whatever that is. It could be anything from Monster Hunter to Crimson Desert to... I don't know, whatever. Alright guys, thanks so much. Please head over to the mystery stream. Thank you again, Max. You're breathtaking. And we look forward to doing Knights of the Round for you in April. Alright guys, God bless Happy Gaming. Thank you guys so much for the generosity and the super chats. It really helps out a lot. We are behind majorly, so any and all super chats and memberships helps up until March 31st. So if you missed out on the urgent newsletter, check your email to find out details about what's going on. And we hope you guys had fun. We'll see you on the mystery stream.
See ya! Thanks for watching. Thanks, Max.